What's up everyone, it's your boy Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends review video, and what I have for you today is the Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Wave 3 Bro Thor Build-A-Figure Series Iron Man Mark 85. And before I get into everything, if you could please leave a like rating on the video, it'll show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now, with that said, Iron Man Mark 85 comes with everything you see here, so let's take a look at his accessories first, and then we'll take a look at Iron Man. First up, Iron Man comes with 2 closed-fisted hands. Next up, he has 2 open blasting hands. Also, this time around, he comes with 4 blasting effects to put 2 on the hands and 2 on the feet. Next up is my favorite accessory out of the pack, and it's the nano-powered gauntlet, and this looks absolutely awesome. So here you have all 6 Infinity Stones nicely sculpted and painted throughout, so I really like this. I like the design overall on the Power Gauntlet. I think it looks super awesome. And you got some silver here, so that's pretty cool. You got some gold trimming around the fingers. For the forearm piece, it's pretty plain, except you get this gold on top. But again, really nice sculpt all around. And just to look at the other side of the hand there, again, gold trimming around the fingers. And when I say this is the coolest accessory out of the pack, it's because if you have the Endgame Hulk Build-A-Figure, you can put this bad boy right on him, and I'll show you how that looks. So you're going to pop Hulk's hand off, slip in the wrist part right here, and then just plug and snap in the hand like so. And now taking a look with the nano-powered gauntlet on him, man, this looks so badass, and I would have loved to seen Hulk punch the nutsack of a chin off of Thanos with this. That would have been so freaking cool. So I like that they made it 2 pieces so that he can have wrist articulation and he can swivel, and he does have a wrist hinge. So this is a really cool added accessory for collectors, and I think photographers will have a fun time trying to recreate that scene from the movie. And I really hope down the line they give us that purple gray tech suit that he had in the movie when he was using the nano-powered gauntlet. So just to have a more movie accurate Hulk, that would be really cool. Overall, I am very pleased with this, and I think I'll have this Hulk displayed on my MCU shelf with this nano powered gauntlet. I mean, how can I not? So taking a close look at his helmet right here, the red is still a nice color. You got some silver right there in between the red and the gold faceplate. You got the black on his lips right there, so it looks cool. And you got his eyes are in white. And again, nice sculpting right here. I'm very pleased with this. You got some silver in there. The arc reactor is in white, which is the wrong color. It should be blue. And it just looks like there's a fingerprint. Like someone just put their thumb on there. And that's annoying. Taking a look at the arms right here. You got gold and silver mixed throughout, and I really like the breakup with the paint and the sculpt here. They did a good job. You have the elbows sculpted as well. Got more on the forearms, and yeah, right there the hands. Very, very impressive sculpt. Looking at the torso, the lower torso here, you got silver in there, you got some gold around here. Taking a look at the back, you got some gold right there. That looks really, really good, man. Just all these sculpting and details. I really like that exoskeletal look. Like you have the spine right there. That looks pretty cool. And taking a look at the legs right here. An impressive sculpt. I am so happy with how this Iron Man came out, and just more of that impressive sculpt going down the knees, and again, nice balance of gold and silver that we have. I dig this a lot. I really like how this goes from gold, silver, and then the red. And then the red on the boots here, and he should have some silver coming down on the side right here, so, you know, not 100% film accurate, but again, they still did a good job. One thing that really bummed me out is that you can't put a Legends Tony Stark head on top of this because the peg is so freaking different here. And I even tried to put a SH Figure Arts one, and it just doesn't even look right. So I'm bummed out about that. So hopefully down the line we get a Robert Downey Jr. head to put on this body, because I mean, in that final scene where he's like, "I am Iron Man," it's just one of those standout scenes that we're just gonna need. So he will probably have some battle damage looking head. And now to cover articulation with Iron Man, his head moves that far up and that far down. It moves left, right, but you're not gonna get any type of pivot or rocking motion because of that thin neck peg. His arms move that far up and that far down. He does have the shoulder swivel there. It moves all around. You got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in so good, way more than 90 degrees. Love it. Wrist swivel, wrist hinge. Diaphragm joint only moves that far down and that far back, so a lot of back movement. It does have a torso rocker and swivel, pivot as well. His legs move this far up and that far back, so you're not going to get much range with that leg. His legs move that far apart. You got some leg rocking motion right there. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and nowhere near heel to the butt. Ankles move up that far, down that low, and he has the all-around ankle pivot. And for some comparisons, here he is next to the Iron Man Mark 50. Here he is next to the 80 years classic Iron Man, and it's just funny how this is released with this one, as this armor takes inspiration from the classic Iron Man, which this is why I love this armor the most, and it might be my favorite MCU Iron Man armor. Here he is next to the SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark 85, which, you know, SH Figuarts always scale smaller than Legends, but this has the correct arc reactor color. So again, if we ever get an updated paint job with this one, I'm pretty sure that we'll get the right color. Here he is next to the Endgame Wave 2 War Machine. Here he is next to Rescue. Here he is next to the Iron Spider, and I'm so happy that Marvel and Sony worked out a deal, so this isn't the last MCU Spider-Man figure that we'll get. Here he is next to fellow Wavemate Iron Patriot. Here he is next to the Endgame Build-A-Figure Hulk with the nano-powered gauntlet on. And finally, here he is next to the armored Build-A-Figure Inevitable Thanos. I am Iron Man. Alright, now to wrap things up, I think this guy fits in my top 3 best MCU Iron Man figures of all time. It might be the best. I don't know. It's kind of hard to beat that 10-year Marvel Legends Iron Man that came out last year, Mark 6 or Mark 7, one of them, and that was a phenomenal figure. And this one is up there though with aesthetics and sculpt wise. It's definitely there. Accessories. I want to see how Hasbro redoes this figure with a better paint job and maybe with the nano-powered gauntlet. I want to see how, you know, how all out they can really go with this guy. And also he's up there with the Mark 50 Iron Man that came out in the Spider-Man, you know, the Iron Spider 2-pack, because that was fully loaded with accessories too. So, and the nano-powered gauntlet accessory to put on the Hulk Build-A-Figure. You know, Hasbro didn't have to do that, but they did, and I love how that came out. I love bonus accessories like that you can use on other figures. I'm such a big fan of that. But I love everything about this figure as far as the paint, the sculpt, the accessories. MCU collectors will definitely enjoy this figure and will adore seeing this on their display shelves. If I have to rate this guy from 1 to 10, I'm going with a 8.5 out of 10. I'm going that high, especially since, in my opinion, I think this is a top 3 best MCU Iron Man figures ever made. I think that's pretty fair. So that was my review on the Iron Man Mark 85. Please drop a like rating on the video, comment, we'll chat about it. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, link is in the description below. Get your Marvel Legends at Big Bad Toy Store, link is in the description below. Share and subscribe if you're new. Enjoy the pics at the end of the video. See you on the next review. Peace, peace.